a piece called Neurolinguistically, This is the Writing Dance. This is the writing dance, or a plumed helmet, which itself resembles the shape of Africa. Continents, continents. The challenge is to question the warrior. Get inside his, her armor. Get inside the land which has no boundary. We could talk about China now. Its economics, its technocrats, its ecological suffering, the backdoor deals. We could be happily Canadian. But could we really? We could talk about Liberia, Darfur, Zimbabwe, suffering everywhere, and Congo, and our own backyard, safe, starlit, stomp on it right now, out on that turf. This is the obsequious politician flattering you. You never believe him, never. The eminence of philosophy, so crenellated, so terraced, pronouncing the name of your dance. Down with a tyrant! That is the gesture and the name. Down with a tyrant. Down with his exaggerated thunder. You want to talk psychosis? Down with a tyrant. Daggers, hysterical Puritans, starved animals. You want to talk. You want to write. This is the writing dance, written for all to see, the whole picture of the decimated site, the picture of charnel ground, and the jackals came, sift through the body parts, sift. See the back of his head? Would a gesture knock him off? Or is he too steely-eyed? Eyes look through the head. Inside there, the little screen. The trick is to dance upon it. The dance I was doing is the written dance. To be a barker, to be a noisemaker, be a saint. Tools, linens, weapon, wires, women creating sainthood. Place hands together and bow. This was the written dance. Eyes looking back on themselves before growing cold. Check out the moon. Check out all the characters. The philosopher, for example. Her window of the room. The guy ready to blast his M16. The naturalist with steely gaze. Dark streets out there below the moon. Is that what I see? Is it written? No. This is the smitten dance. Flying over the occupied territories. Don't talk to me about transgression anymore. This is the trespass dance. This is the way I get down for it. It's my power structure to strangle Dick Cheney, strangle Newt Gingrich, strangle Bernanke, strangle those pundit euphemisms. And if I were a scientist, I would scream in my scientist voice, neurons, neurons. I would say it again and again, the way the neurons like to be commended and commented upon. Dear neurons, you can be so kind. I would say elephants move like this, neurolinguistically, and snakes move like that, and hyenas are shrieking at the body politic. And if I were a Sufi, I might spin out of control. This is not the terra firma dance. This is not the map of the capital materialist junta dance. This is the writing dance. Ida Lupino liked it. She wanted the script to go on. Many of the stars of another era were never confused about priorities. They had their stage directions, their moves, their maps. They had their songs, their gestures, their postures, and they performed for a silver screen. They had their desires, and their sky was covered with a thin layer of clouds. Everything was quiet and still when they came on the set. It was like a scene of tranquil poetry. It was a scene you had to have been there for as it got written, and the one who emerged, who lingered, was the one you pointed to, was She who had been stalling, with feet like the feet of many different animals, and with eyes in all the pores of their pelts, and voices sounding as only she could as them, and mapping and changing the way the writing would go. If it were a dance, you might wonder.